The marketing activity planning scheme is the starting point for brands to carry out various e-commerce activities, and it is also the basis for pre-setting and arranging various activities. A high-quality marketing activity planning plan is beneficial for achieving optimal allocation of manpower, material resources, and financial resources, enabling the smooth implementation of marketing activities and achieving established goals. The marketing activity planning scheme includes the scheme name, activity background, activity purpose, activity theme, activity time, activity location, activity target, activity details, activity cost budget, etc. Next, we will take Fangcheng Golden Camellia Tea as an example to introduce the relevant knowledge of marketing activity copywriting. Firstly, let's understand the writing of the scheme name. The scheme name is a brief description of the marketing activity planning scheme, which should follow the principles of simplicity, accuracy, and clarity, making it easy for people to understand and quickly obtain information. In addition, to better highlight the theme or purpose of the event, subtitles or subheadings can be added. We need to plan an event in a certain environment and background, so the marketing activity planning plan needs to clearly state the event background. Generally speaking, this section should be emphasized to explain why this activity is necessary. The specific content includes a brief introduction to the basic situation, recent developments, and reasons for the activity. After understanding the background of the event, let's take a look at the writing of the purpose of the event. The purpose of the activity is to achieve the goals that the activity aims to achieve. Generally speaking, the main purposes of e-commerce activities are to increase the exposure of new product, boost product sales, and increase brand awareness and reputation. It should be noted that when stating the purpose of the activity, copywriters should ensure compliance with the 5 principles of specificity, measurability, accountability, relevance, and timeliness. Once the purpose of the activity is clear, we can further refine the theme of the activity. The theme of an activity is a concise sentence based on the purpose and form of the activity, providing the target audience with a reason to participate. It should not only be interesting, but also simple, easy to understand, distinctive, and appealing. When writing about the theme of the activity, copywriters can use methods such as brainstorming and the 5-step creative approach to refine and summarize. Next is the writing of the activity time and location. The activity time refers to the specific duration of the event. In order to ensure the smooth implementation of the event, the copywriter should specify the duration of the event in the event planning plan, including the start time, end time, duration, etc. The format of time is generally year, month, day, hour, and the format of duration is generally year, month, day, hour to year, month, day, hour. The location of the event is not limited to real-life geographical locations, and application platforms such as WeChat and Weibo can also be considered as event locations. After determining the activity time, we still need to clarify the target audience. The target audience of the activity refers to the target consumer group that the activity is aimed at. Only when the target consumer group of the activity is clearly defined can targeted planning and implementation of the activity be achieved. Generally speaking, copywriters need to combine the analysis results of the target consumer group when determining the target audience for promotional activities and decide on the promotion methods and online media placement choices based on the result. Once the target audience has been identified, the next step is to write the details of the event. The details of the event are a key part of the event planning plan, and the copywriter should make detailed arrangements for each content. The basic writing approach is as follows. Provide a detailed explanation of the activity format, rules, creative ideas, launch time, responsible personnel arrangements, activity prizes, etc. Planning the event is just the first step. Process monitoring is equally important.
Process monitoring mainly includes three aspects: preliminary preparation, midterm operation, and later continuation.
Relevant personnel need to confirm their arrangements, activity testing, or rehearsals in the early stage. Ensure that there is a primary person responsible for everything, such as who is in charge of material design, who is responsible for distributing prizes, who is responsible for handling customer complaints, etc. In addition, copywriters should pay attention to rehearsing an event to ensure that the overall process and audience experience of the event are not problematic.
Midterm operations mainly refer to the follow-up during the activity period.
That is,
real-time tracking of the number of participants in the activity and quickly resolving customer feedback issues.
Continuing in the later stage means that after the event is completed, we will promote it again or review the entire event to let customers feel the warmth of the event. In addition to the above content, the budget expenditure for the event cannot be ignored. The budget for the event is limited, so when writing the event planning plan, the copywriter also needs to list the overall cost budget table of the event based on the actual situation of the event,
so that the decision-making party can review and carry out the later stage of the event.
The activity cost budget table includes funding items, subdivisions, unit prices, quantities, total prices, and other contents. In the process of event planning, we also need to consider risk prediction. Every event may encounter some unexpected situations, and copywriters should prevent them through risk prediction. Copywriters should predict the possible effects of the event before it starts and compare them with the actual situation after the event ends to facilitate subsequent summarization and improvement. Finally, don't forget to prepare the relevant attachments. The relevant attachments may include tables related to activity execution, such as the marketing activity planning plan execution form and marketing activity planning plan inspection form, which serve as a reference for relevant personnel to complete the activity. Alright, by connecting the above contents,
we can get the following planning plan for the 2025 Fountain Golden Camellia Tea promotion.
Overall, marketing campaign planning copy is the core driving force behind marketing activity and the key guide for enterprises to achieve their goals, from specifying the name of the target to covering the main parts such as audience, activity details, budget planning, and effectiveness evaluation. Each link is closely interrelated. Therefore, when writing, we should pay attention to logical rigor, accurate data, and concise and powerful language to enhance the persuasiveness and feasibility of the plan. I hope everyone can apply what they have learned after class, practice and polish more, and continuously improve their ability to write activity planning plans.